And ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back here on MC Sports. Mike Foyles alongside Alex Ross as we bring you coverage for the finale of the night. See, as the Palo Alto Vikings get ready to take on the Wilcox Chargers.
Also alongside the two of us who will be making some commentary from time to time is Alex Toy. For those of you who have stuck with us from the first game, that was a fairly good contest. We can hope for more of the same in this one as tip-off begins.
Palo Alto comes in the home white at 16-2, 6-0 in league play. Wilcox in the road black this season, struggling at 3-13, 0-6 in Deanza league play. Here we go. Atwater passes inside. A left-hand jump hook, no good that time by Alexis Harris. The rebound slapped out of bounds, and it'll go to the Chargers.
And Wilcox certainly looking to turn their season around. A win over a good team like Palo Alto could definitely do that for them. Although Palo Alto is white hot. Just for those of you who don't know, that's hotter than red hot. As they are right now on the year 16-2.
And the Vikings also on a 6-game winning streak. And just quite the opposite this season are the Wilcox Chargers this year on an 8-game losing streak.
And that one will be brought in to Lauren Koyama.
Koyama this season, the leading scorer, 10 points a game. Now at the top, looking to drive left and drawing a foul is Coco Lovely. And it'll stay with the Vikings underneath. Atwater inbounds, goes baseline tipped. Recovered by Palo Alto. Now looking to drive down the right. Scoop layup, no good that time by Burris. And it goes out of bounds to the Chargers.
And bringing that one in for the Chargers will be number 44, Kayla Schmermeister.
Now here come the Chargers with Schmermeister. Goes at the top. Nishimura works inside, lays it in.
And Wilcox will take a 2-0 lead.
Nice little floater through the lane. Now here's Burris on the other end. Brings it back over for Lovely. Lovely kicks out Atwater a 3. And almost got the friendly roll. Lovely rebounds and lays it in.
And great job by Palo Alto to tie it up. As taking that one for the Chargers will be Kelly Nishimura.
And now, just after beating the press, they try to pass. It gets stolen away by Alexis Harris. Here come the Vikings. Baseline, Atwater misses everything. Burris is able to gather the rebound and brings it back out to the top for Koyama. 2-2. Atwater, entry pass. Alexis Harris gets it blocked, lost it out of bounds, and it'll go to the Chargers.
So, Michael, would you say that Palo Alto should be on the proverbial upset alert tonight, or do you feel that this is a fairly safe game to win?
Well, pretty early in the game. Hard to really get a feel for what it's going to look like tonight. However, Wilcox off to a pretty nice start, but sometimes you expect worse things when you have an 0-6 team going against a 6-0 team. And now here comes Atwater on the turnover and lays it in transition. And a 4-2 lead for the Vikings.
And that's Atwater, who is second on the team with 3-pointers.
A difficult time handling the full court man press, but now they get it across with Ratliff. Ratliff on the baseline, cut off.
And Maddie Atwater playing some good defense there.
Back for Ratliff, out of bounds, and a turnover.
That one will go off the hands of Morgan Ratliff.
And we can see, is that going to be a difficulty for Wilcox tonight, handling the pressure coming from the Vikings. Koyama brings it up. Gives for Atwater in the left wing. Passes it right. Goes for Chandler. Now around baseline. Koyama, a 3. Short, no good. Fight for the rebound, but cleared by the Chargers and out of bounds. And no, they're going to say it was off of Wilcox. So they had a chance to pick up that ball. They didn't do it. because I think they thought it was off of the Vikings.
Certainly off to the right over there. Skylar Burris took quite a fall. Looking a little bit rattled, but going right back to her usual self, it does appear.
Inbound goes out for Koyama. Entry pass for Burris, tipped away, and a steal for Wilcox and the Chargers.
And that hesitation by Kelly Nishimura shortly after the turnover did give Paly some time to reset on defense and could come back to hurt the Chargers on this attempt.
Nishimura brings it out for Schermeister. Back to the top, stolen away. Wide open layup in transition. Scoops it in with Skylar Burris. And we got a timeout on the floor. 4:35 to play. Vikings out in front, 6-2 over the Wilcox Chargers.
Certainly.
Well, I think this looks like it's going to be Paly's game again today.
It's Alex Toy on the microphone for us, doing some extra commentary in and out. So what have you seen so far?
So I saw Paly take the ball from Wilcox, and they made some good shots, and the crowd was going wild when Paly did that.
Not wrong about that. 4:35 to play, a 6-2 lead for Palo Alto.
Yeah, so they have 4.5 minutes. So do you think the Wilcox Chargers can catch up?
Well, 4.5 to go in the first. Still plenty of time left in this game.
Yeah, I know.
Now bringing it up, looking to drive. That time was Ratliff. Ratliff lays it in down the left, and it's a 2-point game. 6-4. Vikings try to run. Julie Chandler has it. Swings at the top for Koyama. Koyama will direct traffic.
Coach Scott Peters over there on the Paly sideline is yelling quite a bit. Clearly very emotionally involved in this one.
And that three was no good by Julie Chandler. The rebound goes to the Chargers. Nishimura has it at the top. Guarded by Koyama, takes it left. Now gets doubled. Able to find Schermeister. Back around right wing, goes to Ratliff. Ratliff on the baseline. Back and towards the middle, chucks up a wild shot, almost good, but it falls out. The rebound cleared by Koyama, and then a foul against the Chargers.
And this one will be brought in by number 1, Carly Leong, the freshman for Paly. In fact, one of only 2 freshmen on this team. Interestingly enough, as I was looking over the roster, I found there are actually no seniors on this Vikings team.
And what that is, that's a good sign for things to come next season. A team that's already as good as they are, man, think about how good they're going to be next year.
Certainly, that'll be.
And here comes Alexis Harris down the right. She goes up too strong, but this team's already 16-2. What are they going to be next year?
The possibilities are endless, but next year's a long ways away. The Vikings have got to focus on what's going on tonight, as they're only leading a bad Chargers team by 2. 3-3 with 3:03 remaining in the first period. I'm Alex Ross alongside Michael Foyles, and with added commentary, Alex Toy.
Once again, showing full court pressure. Now they'll double team. And now Schermeister gets it across. Nice job, a nice pass, but it's dropped.
Through the hands of Victoria Snitzar, the senior at the post position.
But a nice job by Schermeister, able to recognize the double team. Made the good decision, but they just couldn't execute properly. Going for the rebound and grab that time by Schermeister, but we got a foul. And it's going to go against Palo Alto.
And that will be the second foul to go against Palo Alto in the first period today. The same number that the Chargers had go against them. As there is some great athleticism from Kelly Nishimura.
And a really nice block that time by Coco Lovely. To swat that one away, but she gets called for a foul.
And to the avail of the crowd, that one will give Wilcox the free shot.
So
that's Kelly Nishimura on the line.
First one good, and it's a 1-point game.
Nishimura with a noticeably interesting grip on the basketball, with her left hand actually being almost fully horizontal. Try to take a look on this next shot.
And she hits them both. Game tied at 6. Now coming up with a little press of their own is Wilcox. They kick it out right wing, a 3, that time no good by Julie Chandler. And the rebound cleared underneath by Schermeister and the Chargers.
Nishimura has been a big part of this Wilcox offense early on in the game. It's another carry, and
that time Schermeister, a nice drive, but rattles out. Rebound gets slapped out of bounds. It will stay with Wilcox. We actually got a foul that time against Palo Alto. It goes against Atwater.
Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first period. The score is 6-6 between the Wilcox Chargers and the Palo Alto Vikings. For those of you just joining us, I'm Alex Ross alongside Michael Foyles and Alex Toy for tonight's game.
Schermeister gives it for Jenny Van Dyne. Van Dyne looks to drive, penetrates inside, goes up and fouled, and she'll go to the line.
And that'll be some wild applause from the Wilcox sideline. Wilcox is a noticeably smaller team than the Vikings.
First one bounces out. Second one, banking it in, Jenny Van Dyne, and the Chargers lead 7-6.
And with Wilcox taking the lead there, Palo Alto really needs to pick up their game as they've just been outplayed today.
And that time, just a wild turnover off the press from Wilcox, and the Chargers get it back up by 1.
Silly mistakes like that are definitely going to hurt the Vikings. Maddie Atwater, although you could probably say it wasn't her fault for not corralling that one, needs to at least keep it in bounds, as the Vikings really need to pick up play here.
A really nice job beating the press that time and set up an open look, but it didn't fall. Other end, Koyama on a 2-on-3. Burris goes up, gets it blocked, no foul called, goes out of bounds, and it will stay here with Palo Alto.
And Coach Scott Peters is yelling very loudly about the lack of a foul call directly at the referees. He known for his fiery temper. He's been at Paly for quite a while now.
And he's definitely had a lot of success. Atwater has it left wing. Goes inside for Lathy, back at the top. Koyama's 3 is way off, but Atwater gets the rebound. She's gonna fire one from downtown. It's good. Maddie Atwater for 3, and it's 9-7. Palo Alto recovers the lead.
And that was another good one by the Vikings, as they now have regained the lead.
And a wide open lane for Morgan Ratliff, who lays it in down the right. Game tied at 9 with 45 seconds left. Transition, Atwater wants it again. This time it's too strong, and the rebound corralled by Kylie Faiui.
And Schermeister is going to make it.
Act in the act, Kayla Schermeister. How about that?
Excellent showing there. We've seen from Schermeister and Nishimura today has been quite impressive. Although there hasn't been, other than those two, we haven't seen a whole lot from this Wilcox team. And quite honestly, I find it kind of surprising they have taken an 11-7 lead. But Paly just has not capitalized on their opportunities, although they've kept it close.
Burris gets fouled going for the rebound. So 11-9, Wilcox leads. Bit of a surprise, the Wilcox team coming in just 3-13, 0-6 in league. And they've come up against the top team in the De Anza League, and they're playing pretty darn well in this first quarter. Atwater will hold. Shot clock has been turned off, and Paly can hold for the last shot. Atwater at midcourt, looks to drive. Down the right, dribble handoff, Koyama on the dribble. Tries to kick out baseline, the skip pass overthrown, and the Chargers will get the basketball with 6.4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Paly inbounds. It gets tipped away from Nishimura, and we got a foul against Palo Alto. That one's going to go against Atwater. So on the other end, that was the 7th team foul against Palo Alto. So already 7 in this first quarter. And that's going to mean it's going to be Kelly Nishimura in the bonus. And that's just not a smart foul that time if you're Matty Atwater. And you can't foul someone when they're in the bonus from the other side of the floor and send them to the free throw line. First one, Nishimura, is good. And she's 3 of 3 on the night. Nishimura knocks them both down. A 13-9 lead for the Wilcox Chargers in what's been a bit of a shocking first quarter. Koyama lobs it up. A good look at a 3 for Burris, but it's no good. And at the end of one, our score, Palo Alto trailing Wilcox 13-9.
Pochies began in the summer of 2004 in Palo Alto with an expert pizza maker with a passion for fresh, deep pizza and genuine hospitality. Today's Pochies delicious pizza and signature customer service is a neighborhood favorite. When you walk through the door of Pochies, you're in for a treat. When you sit down at our table, your family. Enjoy a Pochies pizza today. The game has gone interesting in the first quarter, so stay tuned to see what will happen in the second, and maybe for the rest of the game.
Thank you, Alex. Now we welcome back Alex Ross. It's certainly been an interesting first quarter because I don't think anyone would have expected to see Palo Alto trailing really at any significant point in this game.
Yes, but that's the situation we're left with, down 13-9. They definitely need to make some adjustments.
Sometimes you wonder if you're the Vikings whether maybe you overlooked Wilcox a little bit, but I think you just need to give credit to the Chargers. They played a good first quarter of basketball, and let's see if they can keep it going.
I mean, if you're Wilcox and you're in this situation, your season's already down the drain. I mean, in order to get the achievement, what's better than to beat a good team? This is one of the few things they have left to play for is a big signature win.
And that's the thing about basketball. Anyone in this league, any bottom team can be any top team on any given day. So that's also something you can think about every day. Is that you can never really be counted out of one of these games. Because you can see right now, Chargers just 0-6 in league, but they find themselves leading the top team by 4 at the end of the first quarter. Nice job by Schurmeister keeping the possession alive. Now at the top, a 3, and it's good. From downtown, Kelly Nishimura, and she continues her fine night of basketball.
You can see on the replay the great job by Schurmeister, the pass to Nishimura, and the perfect shot right through the net. And the difference in this game is now 7. The Vikings have got their backs up against the wall if they want to not have a large deficit to overcome late in this game. If they wish to keep it close, they desperately need a score here.
16-9, it goes left. Koyama a 3, short, no good. Make that actually Carly Leong on that shot. And now we get a traveling violation before the jumper by Burris.
And that's another blown opportunity by Paly. Feels the big difference in this game is that Wilcox has been executing and Paly has not. Quite the opposite of what we saw just a half hour earlier.
Nishimura down the left, too strong. The rebound goes to Koyama. Koyama runs, kicks out baseline. A nice job with the catch by Leong to keep it alive. Chandler passes it right. That goes at the top for Koyama. Back for Chandler. Wide open left wing three. Left wing three, rather. Left it short. Leon gets the rebound. Can't finish. And the rebound grabbed underneath. Jenny Van Dyne.
And that will be another blown opportunity, and we will see if that will come back to haunt Paly, as now this game could get away from them.
And Ratliff attacks the right, too strong. Rebound cleared by Lathy. Here come the Vikings. Koyama, pull up three. It's good. And they needed that. Lauren Koyama ends the streak of silence, and it's 16-12.
I was just what the doctor ordered for Paly. They've had the momentum for a few minutes now. They just haven't been able to capitalize. We'll see if this new trend will take them back to the lead, or at least a much tighter game.
And now wide open three on the other end. This time no good by Nishimura. And the rebound cleared by Palo Alto and Julie Chandler. Chandler tries the run. Right wing Burris a three. It's good. Back-to-back threes for Palo Alto. And they're down one with 5:41 to play.
Wilcox needs to talk this over, as Coach Justin Fujihara clearly does not feel good about those past two three-pointers. Although if I was in his same position, I don't think I would feel that greatest either. This game went from being on the brink of out of control for Paly to a one-point game, and they still hold all of the momentum. So Wilcox really needs to slow down the pace of the game, limit the three-pointers, and regain the physical edge that they had early on.
Well, I think if you're Wilcox, you need to keep doing what you've been doing all game. It's been an impressive start so far for the Chargers. But if you're Palo Alto, you're starting to see them settling into this game a little bit more. They've got a few nice shot opportunities in those last couple possessions. And just keep trying to play smart. Don't turn the ball over. Continue to get good looks and understand what you try to do defensively in terms of rotationally. But otherwise, you figured Palo Alto would get back in this game, and they did. And it's 16-15.
As you can see, these are a few shots of the crowd in attendance here at the Palo Alto gym, which was, fun fact, built in the 1920s. And that will be a lot in.
But a new gym will be ready, hopefully by the end of next season for Palo Alto High School, so that should be exciting, an exciting process. But it's hard to say goodbye to this gym.
Most certainly, although the goodbye was officially this spring, but
yep, yeah,
there it is.
Still hanging around. 5 on the shot clock, a pull-up 2, wild baseline shot, no good, but an offensive rebound cleared once again. Schurmeister really having a strong first half. That time the floater through the lane is no good, and the rebound cleared by Palo Alto and Burris.
And Palo Alto with another opportunity.
And now we get a foul against the Chargers. That's going to be the 6th team foul, so Palo Alto went away from the bonus.
Both Coach Peters and Fujihara are very vocal about their opinions when it comes to the referee, as we've seen today, especially compared to the two more tame coaches we saw earlier. Both care very deeply about the game and feel that they are right in almost all circumstances.
And Coco Lovely comes up with it, can't finish, gets it back, another try, and it's no good. And now we're going to get a foul against the Vikings.
And Coach Peters decides to walk away and rub his face, opposed to yelling, clearly very frustrated, as is Alexis Harris, who I believe the foul will be called on.
And that's going to send the Chargers to the free throw line.
Look, the Chargers have looked much more in control since the timeout. The pace of the game is back under their control, and I feel it's really benefiting them.
First one for Van Dyne is good. It's a 2-point lead for Wilcox.
For those of you just joining us, I'm Alex Ross alongside Michael Foyles and Alex Toy for today's game between the Palo Alto Vikings and the Wilcox Chargers.
And Van Dyne hits 2 of 2. And it's back to a 3-point lead for the Wilcox Chargers.
Alexis Harris still seems a little bit rattled by that call. Still in disbelief that it was made.
Koyama has it at the top, hands it off. Coco Lovely works down the right, off the glass, lays it in, and it's a 1-point game. Nishimura has it. Schurmeister trying to beat the press, back for Nishimura. And a very nice pass going off the glass, laying it in. A nice score that time by Elisa Jung. It's back to a 3-point lead.
If I was Paly right now, I think I might consider taking the timeout, as the tide of this game is really turning and Wilcox is taking control. Wilcox playing exceptionally good defense, really not allowing anybody to be open for the pass and forcing Paly to drive it, which they're clearly not particularly comfortable with.
Harris runs down the rebound, kicks it out Chandler. Chandler goes out, a baseline shot no good by Leon. And rebound then goes long to Koyama, but they never hit the rim and it's a shot clock violation.
That was just a terrible shot by Koyama, to put it plainly, not even close. Paly really needs to at least have decent opportunities if they want to avoid the upset, which they are currently in line to take. And that'll be inbounded to Kelly Nishimura.
Nishimura attacks down the left, goes up, swatted away by Alexis Harris, and recovered by the Vikings.
Great job by Alexis Harris, making up for that foul, that controversial foul a little while ago.
Well, she's one of the premier shot blockers in the De Anza League Conference this season. Coco Lovely down the left with some contact, no foul called, and the rebound grabbed by Schermeister. And Kayla Schermeister has just been all over the board tonight.
Certainly.
It goes out left, Schermeister a three, misses everything, and the rebound run down by Lovely.
And another bad shot. I mean, between Nishimura and Schumacher, it feels like you've got the entire Wilcox team tonight.
And a nice lob of a head for Alexis Harris, who bangs it in. It's a 1-point game. Great looking pass that time for Lovely to find Harris. Entry pass swatted away once again. Harris with the steal.
And Alexis Harris is picking up steam with block after steal after shot.
And now she's going to go all the way. Can't finish, but she'll go to the line to shoot two. So these last 4 plays, just on both ends of the floor, Alexis Harris just getting it done.
Absolutely, and now she'll get her opportunity, although Alexis Harris, hands on her knees. She is visibly exhausted. Won't be surprised if she comes out of the game very soon.
An opportunity to tie it up and possibly take the lead. First one good, and we're all tied up at 20 with 2.5 to play from Palo Alto.
Speaking of substitution coming into the game for Palo Alto, that will be Maya Lathy. Leaving the game, that will be Julie Chandler. So quiet here, you can almost hear a pin drop.
Second one good, and Palo Alto takes their first lead in a long time.
And Alexis Harris comes back and does it. And we forgot to mention that foul gave Palo Alto the bonus.
21-20. Leon skips it across Schermeister. Schermeister a nice pass, and they beat the press. Van Dyne slows it down. They go left, inside, turning inside, and Schermeister lays it in. And the Chargers back up by 1. Really nice job beating the press, doing it with the pass instead of the dribble. Leon inside, Burris baseline, a 3. Too strong that time, no good.
And excellent job that time by Wilcox. Coach Peters once again being very vocal.
Under 2 minutes to play. Who would have thunk that the Vikings would be down by 1 at home to Wilcox?
As I asked you earlier in the game whether the Vikings should be on upset alert or not today, and you said you were unsure, but you felt like it could be a possibility. Well, I think that question could be answered now. They are in serious danger if they don't greatly improve their quality of their play.
And that was Megan Ratliff making it through the lane and drawing the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot too.
And a little bit of a interesting shot there. She started the shot from off to the side of her left shoulder. Wilcox has some interesting shooters, and coming out of the game for Paly, that will be Carly Leong. Coming into the game, that will be Sophia Frick. Pardon me, Julie Chandler.
Second one too strong, and the rebound cleared by Palo Alto. She misses both.
As we mentioned, Alexis Harris was taken out of the game, although I'm sure her teammates anxiously await her return.
90 seconds to play. On the baseline, Lathy kicks it out at the top. The 3 no good that time by Koyama. And the rebound grabbed inside and drawing the foul was Maya Lathy, and she'll go to the line.
And with that foul. We'll get to see Lathy on the line. Lathy came into the game pretty recently on that play where we mentioned Alexis Harris on the last free throw, and she will now get her opportunity.
First one good, and it's all tied up at 22.
Coming into the game for Wilcox, that is number 41, Victoria Snitzar. And heading out is number 10, Lisa Jong.
She banks the second one in, and it's a 23-22 lead for the Palo Alto Vikings.
Nishimura has been in this game for, I'm pretty sure, the entire time, for I'm pretty sure its entirety, and she is not showing any signs of fatigue. Really, I suppose we
really
would call
good
it
so far, too. That time going up, not able to score was Snitzar, and the rebound goes to the Vikings with under a minute to play. They run it up, left wing, a three, Lathy, back rim no good, tipped out of bounds, off of Palo Alto, will go to the Chargers.
I don't know, that one was a little bit questionable. I'm not sure. It would be nice to see a replay of that one, but just the way of the times. And that one will be brought into number 21, Kelly Nishimura.
Takes out right, goes for Ratliff, back at the top. Driving down the left, too strong, no good. Rebound cleared by Lovely.
Score is 23-22 Palo Alto with just over 50% of a minute remaining. Just over 32 seconds flat. Pretty nice number. And now...
So how about that play by Megan Ratliff? She gets the ball and she gets fouled. And now she'll go to the line.
Morgan Ratliff on the line.
She'll shoot two. First one too strong.
Here comes Ratliff with her second shot. And once again, that strange side shoulder release.
A 1 second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Shot clock, if that. Koyama can pretty much hold for the last shot for Palo Alto as they nurse a 1 point lead. Burris has it, 10 on the clock, 9 on the shot clock. Goes for Lovely, kicks out baseline. They tried to chuck up a three, it's no good. Rebound lost out of bounds, but a beautiful save that time by Lovely. And they're not going to get a shot off to beat the shot clock. It'll be 1.6 seconds left. I believe it'll still be 1.6 seconds left for the Chargers. I think they were confused. They believed that the final clock was over, but they still have 1.2 seconds for the final heave until halftime.
Certainly. And Coach Fujihara clearly very opinionated about who should take this one in.
Nice looking throw by Schermeister, but no good. And now take us to halftime. A bit of a surprise so far, and Palo Alto just finds themselves clinging to a 1 point lead over the Wilcox Chargers. Our score coming into halftime, 23-22.
And now a word from our sponsor and Alex Toy.
Pochies began in the summer of 2004 in Palo Alto with an expert pizza maker with a passion for fresh, deep dish pizza and genuine hospitality. Today, Pochies' delicious pizza and signature customer experience is a neighborhood favorite. When you walk through the door of Pochies, you're in for a treat. When you sit down at our table, your family. Enjoy a Pochies pizza today.
That we're going to take a short break until the start of the second half play. Palo Alto up by 1. And we welcome you back as we get ready to start the third quarter. A 23-22 lead for Palo Alto. And what's been a bit of a surprise as they lead Wilcox. When you see a Palo Alto team coming in at 16-2 and a Wilcox team coming at 3-13, you sort of expect a different result at the end of halftime, but we're having a fun game. And Palo Alto, despite trailing for most that first half, they lead by 1. Works inside, lovely physicality, and flips it in. Beautiful job by Coco Lovely working inside.
And now pushing up through the middle, that would appear to be Paly Schurmeister, who's been a big part of this Wilcox effort today.
That time a bump against Koyama. She knocks down Nishimura.
Coach Fujihara trying to get his players in position. And
Nishimura gives it right.
Wilcox passed it outside the arc. Another
now
pass.
Baseline, looking to drive. Van Dyne kicks it out. Diving on the floor. Coco Lovely, but they're going to call a traveling violation while moving on the ground.
Certainly an excellent effort by Coco Lovely to stop that one, even if she ultimately did get the violation. And Coach Fujihara is yelling thumbs up at the referee.
And Scott Peters really doesn't like the call. And he's saying that Lovely was not moving when she was on the ground and that it shouldn't have been a travel. Referees aren't going to buy it though. Wilcox put the basketball down 3. Nishimura takes it to the top, gets it back. Working on the dribble, looking to attack right that time with Snitzer. Now Nishimura down the left, hacked by Harris as she goes up, and she'll go to the line.
And Nishimura will go to the ground. And that will bring us to a stoppage in play. The score 25-22, Paly leads. Coming off the court for Paly, that will be number 22, Maddie Atwater.
First one for Nishimura is good.
And a shift coming off is Alexis Harris and Lauren Kayama. Coming into the game is Skylar Burris and Maya Lathy.
And Nishimura knocks down 1 of 2, 25-23 Palo Alto. Atwater gets doubled by the press as she brings it across. And I believe got some problems with the shot clock. And it's going to cause a stoppage in play, and they're going to figure this one out with the officials' booth.
And a faint applause rings out through the audience. Now, taking this one in for the Vikings is number 23, Coco Lovely, the one who just moments ago got that controversial call about moving on the ground. Now carrying it is Maddie Atwater.
Passes it left for Chandler. Chandler skip past Burris. Burris looks to attack down the baseline, draws the foul as she goes up, and Skylar Burris will go to the strike.
And the shot clock at 18 seconds. We'll get the free throw, and taking that one will be number 12, Skylar Burris.
6:36 to play here in the third, and you just kind of wonder how long is Wilcox going to hang in there.
Yeah.
So far, it doesn't look like they're going away anytime soon.
It's been kind of blow for blow. But a tendency with a talent divide like this is that Wilcox, with the extra motivation, will be able to, and the non-overlooking of Paly, will be able to play with them for a while, but ultimately the talent of Paly will pull away. But we'll see if that is the case here today.
Burris hits 1 of 2. They bring it up and get in for Snitzar. Kicks it out. Nishimura 3, no good. And now a foul going for the rebound against the Chargers.
And Victoria Snitzar, that one was just too obvious. You can't do that. They'll call you every time on that one. There appears to be something on the floor or on the shoes of Coco Lovely, who will be bringing the ball in, and she is wiping them off. And that is to Maddie Atwater. Back to Atwater.
Go back off the press as she brings it across the timeline. Right wing burst inside. Lovely back out. Skip pass, goes inside. Lovely passes it. Going up and laying it in that time, Maya Lacey. And it's a 4-point lead for the Palo Alto Vikings.
That will tie Paly's biggest lead of the night.
They lob it up ahead, beat the press. On the dribble, Ratliff loses it, diving on the floor.
Some good defense
Ratliff
there by
gets tied up
Maddie
with
Atwater.
Lovely, and we got a jump ball.
Good defense there by Maddie Atwater, but better attack by Morgan Ratliff to strip it again. And there appears to be a large amount of substance on the floor and shoes of many of the players. Coming out of the game will be Atwater for the Vikings. And entering will be Chandler.
Inbound goes baseline, Ratliff tacks to the right, and scoop layup good. Nice drive that time by Morgan Ratliff, and it's back to a 2-point game. Koyama looks to run, kicks out baseline, a 3, that time no good by Leong. Rebound saved underneath by Coco Lovely, and she brings it back out for Julie Chandler. Now left wing, Chandler had a look at a 3, didn't take it. Now at the top, Burris. 9 on the shot clock, Chandler. Entry pass, Lovely, goes inside, down the left, swatted away, but a foul. And that's going to send Skylar Burris to the free throw line.
And certainly a good job to draw the foul by Skylar Burris, as this will be her second set of free throws of the game. And dead silent as we await the throw. And that one will bounce off the back of the rim. Not quite how Burris would have wanted that. Wilcox showing no fear in fouling Skylar Burris, and she's showing why on the line. She has not been very successful.
And she hits 1 of 2. A 3-point lead for the Vikings.
And there was a little bit of a break in coverage there as Carly Leong just couldn't quite keep on Morgan Ratliff.
Ratliff wants to go all the way. Instead brings it back out. Nishimura, the pass inside, deflected and stolen away by Coco Lovely and the Vikings. Julie Chandler kicks out. Burris. Lovely's able to save at the top.
And that will be carried around the arc.
Here comes Koyama, chucks one up. No good, but the rebound grabbed by Lovely, who can't finish inside. And now rebound grabbed by Wilcox.
Palo Alto has certainly shown a weakness to just hard drives by Wilcox so far, and Wilcox will need to continue with these, as they've shown a very good ability to disrupt passing attacks and create some mismatches.
Going all the way through the hole, Morgan Ratliff with the score, and it's a 1-point game.
And once again, it's 29-28, a margin of 1.
Look at the replay, just a nice one-on-one penetration drive by Morgan Ratliff. Now Koyama, a 3 at the top. Front rim rattles out, no good. And the rebound cleared by Ratliff, who wants to run all the way down the sideline. That pass gets tipped away and recovered by Koyama and the Vikings. Trying to counterattack. Kicks it out, left wing, a 3 for Leong. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound tipped a few times, but it's Coco Lovely who saves it.
Nobody wanted that one on their hands. And that will be taken around.
Right wing Lovely, inside now. Tries to kick it out, lost it, but it was recovered by Burris.
Great second effort there.
Great rotation, Leong down the baseline, scoop layup, no good, and an offensive foul against Carly Leong.
And there we finally see the long-awaited mistake by Wilcox. Unfortunately for Paly, they could not capitalize. They, in fact, committed a violation. The foul count now is 3-3 for each team here in the third period.
Entry pass inside, goes up, left it short that time with Snitsar. They clear it back out, right wing, Schurmeister, a 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Burris, and we got a foul against the Chargers.
And taking that one in will be Maddie Atwater. And that one will be taken up across the middle and passed off to Maddie Atwater. That one to the outside to Julie Chandler. Back to Atwater. Atwater with the three, no good. Atwater with the second highest.
Once again, clash on the boards. The Palo Alto Vikings, they're able to draw a foul out of it.
Atwater, of course, the second highest three-point shot total for this Paly team, showing that willingness to go for threes once again right there. And Atwater finds a break in the coverage.
And how about that? Maya Leafy wide open under the basket, lays it in. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 2.5 to play. Palo Alto 31, Wilcox 28 here on MC Sports.
So let's just take a moment to thank our sponsor, Pachi's Pizza. Pachi's began in the summer of 2004 in Palo Alto with an expert pizza maker with a passion for her fresh, deep dish pizza and genuine hospitality. Today, Pachi's delicious pizza and signature customer experience is a neighborhood favorite. When you walk through the door of Pachi's, you're in for a treat. When you sit down at our table, your family. Enjoy a Pachi's pizza today.
It was well done, Alex.
And that will take us to the end of the timeout. Or not. Appears the buzzer sound a little bit early. And as we get ready for play to resume with 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third period. The score 31-28. Palo Alto Vikings lead the Wilcox Chargers. For those of you just tuning in, I'm Alex Ross alongside Michael Foyles and with some deeper insight, Alex Toy.
Nishimura brings it across, met by Atwater. At the top, passes it right. Baseline back for Nishimura, gets it poked away out of bounds, and it's going to go off the Chargers. So Wilcox turnover, and Palo Alto with the basketball up by 3. Koyama wants to run it up. Brings it up, Atwater thought about the long three, didn't take it. And Koyama brings it back across. Entry pass inside for Lathy, no good, but a very nice job by Skylar Burris. Just a nose for the basketball, and she picks it up and lays it in with the reverse. And the largest lead for Palo Alto tonight, a 5-point lead, 33-28.
And Skylar Burris, an excellent shot. Now preparing to come into the game for the Vikings is Coco Lovely, who was a big part of their effort earlier in the period.
Jazari Tillman checks in for the Chargers. Palo Alto now comes out with some 2-3 zone. Splits right through the zone, draws a foul. Schermeister will go to the line.
And Schermeister, who's been a little bit quiet over the past few minutes, as we have just over $1:30 remaining in the game. Schermeister with a beautiful free throw. It's a tongue twister for you. Free throw, free throw, free throw.
Second one no good. Offensive rebound. That one no good as well. And the rebound cleared by Lathy. Atwater brings it up. Passes it left for Koyama. And Atwater will reset at midcourt. Just under a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Down the right. Entry pass inside for Lovely. Works it back around for Atwater. Atwater on the dribble. Koyama. Nice closeout on the three. They skip past it this time. No good. Coco Lovely's shot is too strong. And the rebound cleared by the Chargers. And Paly.
One player for Paly that I feel like we haven't really seen, it was a big part of the effort earlier in the game, was Alexis Harris. I'd like to see her come back in the game and see what she can do.
But then just a sloppy turnover by Wilcox, and they give the ball back. A 4-point lead for Palo Alto. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Atwater, baseline for Lovely. Goes inside Lathia. Nice pass to a cutting Lovely down the left. And she lays it in. It's a 6-point game.
And this is the part of the game when the teams are getting tired that talent really shines through. And the more talented team tends to pull away.
And a really nice maneuver through the lane. Morgan Ratliff dodging defenders and flipping it in with the right hand down the baseline.
25 seconds remaining on the shot
and
clock.
a 3-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Atwater has it, 13 on the shot clock, 16 on the game clock. Down the right, too strong by Chandler, and the rebound cleared by the Chargers and Schermeister. 6 seconds left, here they come. A nice job through the lane, drawing a foul. And Morgan Ratliff will go to the line to try to cut this 4-point lead.
Wilcox did a nice job in the final 30 seconds of the third period, pulling a little bit closer, as at one point it was 33 to 28.
First one short, no good.
Right off the rim.
Make that Jenny Van Dyne at the strike.
And Van Dyne puts it through.
1 of 2. 2.9 seconds left. 35-32 Palo Alto.
And that pass is to Lauren Koyama. Koyama with the shot. And surprisingly short for a long buzzer beater, but obviously not in. And the score is 35-32. The Vikings lead heading into the fourth period. Fouls are tied up at 5 apiece. For those of you just tuning in here on MC Sports, I'm Alex Ross, alongside Michael Foyles and Alex Toy. Speaking of Alex, let's get some of his input on what's gone on in the third quarter.
So, what I saw was really intense. Like, the ball was, like, stolen so many times, and...
Well, I think Pachi's got enough advertisement today. Well, why not?
Pochi's began in the summer of 2004 in Palo Alto with an expert pizza maker with a passion for fresh deep dish pizza and genuine hospitality. Today, Pochi's delicious pizza and signature customer experience is a neighborhood favorite. When you walk into the door of Pochi's, you're in for a treat. When you sit down at our table, your family, enjoy a Pochi's pizza today. So, it's too bad that Wilcox's second quarter didn't go so well. It's kind of annoying. Like, you've been on like a losing streak, and that quarter didn't go so well for you. And I hope they come out with a win on this game. What do you think?
Well, it should be a fun fourth quarter, that's what I know. 35-32, Palo Alto ahead by 3. Baseline goes inside, Burris. Swings it back out for Koyama. Coming out in zone is Wilcox. A nice handoff for Burris, who brings it back out for Atwater. And if Atwater caught that clean, she would have got a good look at a 3, but it doesn't matter because Koyama was wide open, and she knocks one down, and it's back to the largest lead Paly's had all night, 38-32.
And the strong effort, late effort, I should add, by Paly continues, as that would appear to be Schermeister.
Schermeister goes back iron. Rebound grab by Coco Lovely. Paly trying to finish this game at home. It goes inside, back out. Atwater from downtown. Rims out, no good. Chandler grabs the rebound. Goes up, left it short. Out of bounds, off of Palo Alto. It'll go to the Chargers.
And Coach Fujihara having some very strong words for his players over there on the sideline.
And he's got to let them know that they're still in this game and that they can possibly be only a quarter away from knocking off the top team at the end of the league.
And Nishimura with the ball. Pass off to Schermeister, back to Nishimura, to Schermeister, to Nishimura.
She steps into a 3. Back rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Tipped up a few times, and Coco Lovely's able to save it for Chandler. Chandler up for Atwater. Attacks on a 1-on-3 down the right. The layup too strong. Slapped out of bounds. It'll stay here with Palo Alto.
And that will be Palo Alto's ball, it would appear. Schurmeister went to the ground pretty hard on that last play. I'm surprised she's not more shaken up than she is.
Inbound goes for Lovely, a pull-up 2. Back rim, rebound grabbed by Schurmeister. Nishimura and Schurmeister have had to play a lot of minutes. This isn't a very deep team. Left wing, pull-up 3, no good by Morgan Ratliff. But now an offensive rebound chased down by Nishimura and recovered for Ratliff, but then Atwater steals it. But then once again,
Schurmeister.
A little back and forth. Fayoe gets it, and now gets for Schurmeister, who draws a foul.
And the fouls are now 6-5. The Vikings having committed 6, and the Chargers having committed 5. Certainly a difference in this game.
And whenever the Vikings start looking like they might pull away, Wilcox finds a way to answer. The first free throw good by Kayla Schurmeister. And it's a 5-point game.
And Wilcox regains the ball.
And she hits both.
Beautiful shot by Schurmeister.
And now we got a timeout on the floor. 6 minutes to play. Palo Alto 38, Wilcox 34. In what should be a fun finish on MC Sports tonight.
So, based on what you've seen from both teams today, what players are you really looking forward to watching some more in the remainder of the fourth quarter and the final minutes of this game?
Well, one person who's really bringing it right now is Coco Lovely, what she's doing on the defensive efforts, going for loose balls. But one player I want to see more of is Alexis Harris. She went out of the game due to foul trouble. She's one you want to see back in there because how she can impact the game, particularly defensively. She's such a great shot blocker. And I think getting her back in the game might help this Palo Alto team seal the deal.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of Nishimura. She's been in this game almost the entire time and has been consistently carrying the ball and has not committed a turnover. But
she has been a very consistent point guard tonight, and that's what you need when you're on the road. And she's just kind of giving them what they need to hang in the game. Now, who's going to start hitting the big shots, though? That's the question. And it should be a real thrilling end to see how this Wilcox team is going to try to finish to get their first league win this season.
If I had to place bets, I'd say it would be Schurmeister, but we will see. Several members of this Wilcox team have been contributing, particularly Van Dyne and Schurmeister late shots.
Atwater has it, working against the zone. It goes baseline. Nice entry pass for Lovely, but she blows the layup. It's no good. But then a turnover. Morgan Ratliff grabbed the rebound and just lost it out of bounds.
And it's quite a big turnover for Wilcox as they had the potential to thwart another Paly pull-away opportunity.
And that time, Maya Lathy gets fouled as she goes up. She'll go to the strike.
And Palo Alto with more free throws. Lathy has had quite a few. Wilcox has certainly not been shy about putting her on the line. And coming into the game is Harris. So maybe we'll get to see more of what we wanted to see. We must just wait.
And she misses both. Rebound cleared by Ratliff and the Chargers. Over 5.5 to play.
And Harris showing some more of that skill, playing great defense.
And a baseline 2, no good that time by Fayoe. But the rebound goes long. Schurmeister gets it. At the top, Nishimura, guarded by Koyama. 20 on the shot clock. Real nice defense off the ball right now by Maya Lathy, denying Morgan Ratliff. But now Ratliff does an excellent job working through the lane, but can't finish. Alexis Harris doing a nice job altering the shot. Atwater chucks it up ahead, swatted out of bounds by Nishimura. It'll stay here with the Vikings.
There's more, as we predicted, we've definitely seen some of Nishimura and Harris early on. Hopefully this will continue for both these teams and the sake of the game. But the score is 38-34, the Vikings lead, and are just barely avoiding the upset right now.
Koyama gives it right wing for Atwater. On the dribble, entry pass, Alexis Harris. Posts up, gets doubled, kicks it out. Wide open three from the baseline. No good by Burris. Fighting for the rebound, but it goes to Schermeister and the Chargers. And now a nice pass up ahead, but they don't take advantage of it. Instead, they'll slow it down. Ratliff looks to drive. Penetrates on a 1-on-4 and gets it stolen away. Under 4.5 to play, Burris brings it up.
Burris Atwater.
And Atwater wasn't looking up. Surprised that she was able to catch that basketball. 14 on the shot clock, a wide open three. No one within the area code, but it's no good by Julie Chandler. But here comes Schermeister, a 1-on-3, she'll go anyway. An ugly shot that time. It goes out of bounds to Palo Alto.
Maybe a little bit too daring by Schermeister, but in this position for Wilcox, with just under 4 minutes to go, trailing by that many points, they most certainly need any edge they can get, and high risk, high reward shots might be where those are going to come from.
Chandler takes to the top, Koyama. Left wing Atwater, thought about the three. Inside, Harris posts up, right-hander, no good. And the rebound clear. That was Van Dyne on the board. Nishimura, pull up two. This one bounces out by Schermeister.
And that's going to be carried up.
Chandler wants to run down the left, scoop layup, it's good. And it's a 6-point game.
Vikings will be the first to crack 40 points.
No hesitation that time by Julie Chandler. You have to stop ball in transition. Something the Chargers